schon wieder verpasst, einen Verbündeten zu rufen, ne?
Achso, der Zauberwirker muss diesen Zauber bis zu seinem nächsten Zug fokussieren, damit er wirkt. Okay.
Trank der grenzenlosen Konzentration reinschmeißen eventuell?
Hat er nicht.
Hab ich.
Ja. Kannst du ihm geben?
Ich suche ihn gerade. Wenn ich den Bastard finde.
Hammers oder?
Ich habe gerade einen gebraut. Den wieder noch in meinem Inventar finden. Ja. Aber ich kann ihn nur zu... Ich kann ihn nicht zu ihm schicken.
Tja.
Hast du noch einen Zug? Kannst du den anwerfen mit dem Ding?
Mhm.
Karlach hat aber noch.
Müsste Karl auch so weit werfen können.
Karlach kann fliegen da.
Karl auch sollte sich aber vielleicht auch heilen.
Bye forever, pal.
Heilen ist eine Passivaktion, das passt.
Also ich setze jetzt mal ein.
Ich muss erstmal zu dir fliegen. Ah, scheiße, wo ist der Penner?
Da oben an der Krone. Sehe ich.
Ah Gott, ich bräuchte eigentlich einen Trank der Hast.
Wie nah kannst du denn ranfliegen dann?
Das ist die Frage. Nicht besonders weit.
Ich kann auch ein bisschen näher kommen.
Da packt der Bastard mich.
Ja, dann ist eh.
Banane. Ja.
Surrender. You have already failed.
Rettungswurf gelungen einmal. Ah, meine Waffe. Du Gatsch. Ist immer noch konzentriert. Mal auf Karlach zaubern können, dann wären die Tentakel weg gewesen.
This is it. Keep the enemy away until the brain is completely subdued. Dame, lend me your sword.
Kann ich das auch als Passivaktion machen? Nee, leider nicht. Ah, okay, hat schon geklappt.
The brain is weakened. This is our chance.
Even bound, its will is stronger than anything you've ever felt. The chains shake, threatening to break at any moment.
It's vulnerable, but not defeated. Use the portal. We will bring it down together.
Ist ja der Einzige, der jetzt hier drin chillt, oder was?
Das Gehirn wehrt sich gegen die Ketten des Siegers, bevor es sich befreit.
Castes Ketten 300 hat der.
Und was müssen wir angreifen?
Du musst irgendwie durchs Portal kommen. Ist da kein Portal?
Doch, doch.
Fünf Züge haben wir Zeit. Oh, Digga, ist nicht viel.
Ich bin im
This is
Portal.
it. Its will is weakening.
Eine Aberration mit psionischer Rache. Auf Reaktion auf Schaden, entfesseltes Hirnbeben.
Boah.
Okay, Karlach kommt sie da rein. Ach. Ich muss erstmal meine Waffe ausrüsten wieder. Damit ich nicht geschnappt werde von dem Ding.
Its will is weakening.
Bin drin.
The
Carla.
Netherbrain's ours.
Gott, was ist hier los? Springt hier hin und her. Ich komme gerade nicht klar. Es springt gerade hin und her zwischen den Ebenen. Ich weiß nicht, was los ist.
Ja, weil die alle dran sind. Oh, es ist sehr betäubt, ey. Das ist immer diese Betäubungsrotze, ey.
Digga, ich... Jetzt kann ich von... Nein, kann ich nicht. Ich kann nicht zugucken, was da los ist.
Ja, bei mir springt's auch hin und her. Wie lang bin ich eigentlich betäubt mit den anderen, ey? Ich lieg einfach nur da.
At the ready.
36 Schaden, kriegt man noch hin, oder?
Ja.
Impossible. Pain. Fear. Terror. Reconsider. Assess. Implore. Surrender.
Ah ja.
There. At last. It is subdued. Spare me. Join me. Wield me. Become absolute. And thus, I honor my mother's legacy. The grand design, once again, ended by my line.
The brain is on the cusp of its final thought, and it's taking all of Orpheus's strength to keep it there. An opportunity, perhaps.
Weiß nicht, wer das ist.
Ich bin's. Aber du siehst die Antwortmöglichkeiten, oder?
Ich sehe beide Antwortmöglichkeiten.
Ja. Nur so befehlt dem Hirn, alle Larven und dann sich selbst zu vernichten.
I must obey. I must end.
Ey, Karlach sieht wieder normal aus.
Hopes, nightmares,
Ja,
and the
ich nicht.
screams of legions upon legions of unborn idiots.
Kommen die auch wieder aus dem Auge raus?
Through you, obliterating all thought, all feeling. Your tadpole burns in your brain.
War das die Krone, die da runtergeplumpst wird?
Mhm, wahrscheinlich.
Silence. For the first time in a long time, your thoughts are entirely your own. And then, gravity.
Ja, fucking Gravity. Jetzt warst du mal ganz kurz am T-Posen bei mir. Ja, die Landung wird nicht schön. Wow, wow. Das war schon kaputt. Die Häuser sind versichert. Wohin fliegt der mit uns? Nein! Splash! Oh no, we cannot swim. Shablamzo. Good job, whoever you are. Ja, genau, mit dem Baseballschläger. Hey, ich will das Massaker sehen. Tut so, als hättet ihr auch was getan. Ist das unsere Musikerin?
Everything you did, everything you sacrificed, it was worth it. For this.
Schön aufgetaucht.
It's done. The Netherbrain is defeated. Along with the grand design, praise Mother Gith.
My powers, they're draining. Just like Mazora said they would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of things.
Verlierst du jetzt
I
auch
should
deine
feel
blöden Hörner?
relieved. Yet my blood still simmers. The parasite. It's withered. Dead along with the Netherbrain.
Du musst einfach nur mal flachgelegt werden.
I will never be a filthy geich. Only mild offense intended, of course. You did the unthinkable, and I'm grateful for it.
Even when my time in the prism stretched
Milde
out like
Beleidigung.
eternity,
Ja,
when escape
Aber
seemed
immer noch eine Beleidigung.
impossible,
das so viel
I
muss sein.
never lost hope. I knew that my destiny
Sie spielt den
was
Charakter
to
bis zum
liberate
Ende.
my people, to return to them triumphant. I was wrong. It seems I can only fulfill one part of my destiny. My people will be liberated, but I cannot return to them. Not like this. You helped me destroy that abomination. Now help me destroy myself. You must kill me.
Das ist ein schickes Schwert.
But first, Lae'zel, I need your promise.
Schnell, stech ihn ab.
Carry my hope. Carry my burden. Call my dragons, Kulos and Kuthos, and ride to the Astral Sea. Destroy Vlaakith. Release our people. Be our future and our legacy.
Deine Entscheidung, Bruder.
Ruft die Drachen der Sel. Ich schließe mich euch an. Wir töten die verräterische Lichkönigin.
You understand then? We will never be free while our people are still bound by Vlaakith's chains.
Kann ich mitkommen?
Vlaakith will fall, and we will plant a seed. From that seed, Githyanki freedom will blossom.
Lach crushed Macvlek. So be it. Now, give me my freedom from this form.
Ich töte ihn. Ich den ehrenhaften Tod schenken, nachdem er sie sehnt.
Hätte ich auch getan. Wäre, glaube ich, schmerzhafter oder schmerzloser gewesen, ihm das Ding durch den Kopf zu rammen.
Crushed.
Schnell, loote ihn.
Lizelle wird die neue Königin werden. Der Prinz muss sterben.
Kulos!
Und
Kuthos!
dann hintergehst du Lizelle, weil sie nicht mit dir ins Bett wollte und wirst selber die neue Königin zusammen mit Halsin und seinem Bärenschwanz.
Das ist Plan B, falls Plan A nicht funktioniert.
Wird, ich würde mit Karlach in die Hölle ziehen. Das wäre cool. Obwohl, so auf dem Drachen reiten wäre auch lustig.
Your heart flutters with excitement, aspiration, and even hope. The astral plane awaits. A rebellion takes shape. The future of the Githyanki Empire rests on your shoulders. Battle awaits, and you mean to rise victorious.
Da ist doch genug Platz für uns alle drauf gewesen, Mann.
Das ist so ein Gefänke-Ding anscheinend.
We did it, soldier. The city's going to be all right.
Ja, ich sehe echt wieder
So
normal
are
aus.
you.
Gott, das Gesicht habe ich ja lange nicht mehr gesehen. Nein, 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 nein. Komm, wir gehen in die Hölle. Zusammen. Ich kann lange leben.
Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. So, how'd I do?
Ihr wart in jeder Hinsicht spektakulär.
So are you. My friend. My companion. I adore you. Careful! Hot! I never gave up. I did my best. I did my best.
That's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it?
I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw. Goodbye, son. Goodbye, sea. Goodbye.
No, stop. I won't allow this. Karlach, you're coming with me. Back to Avernus. We
Will?
can't let her die. Not like this.
Verpiss dich, aber du hast eine gute Idee.
You can't.
Will, ihr habt genug getan. Ich sollte mit Karlach gehen. Ihr könnt leben, Karlach. Wir tun es gemeinsam. Was meint ihr?
I thought I knew. I thought I knew. But you. All right. All right. But we have to go. Now.
Peace, Schattenherz.
I can't hang on much longer.
Und wir haben nie erfahren, was aus Gale wird.
It's over. And it's all because of you. You, who were destined to become a thrall. Thanks to you, there will be no Illithid Empire, no Death God's tyranny.
War das Scratch?
You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast.
Die sollen deine nackte Statue mitten auf dem
You
Marktplatz
are the
aufstellen.
saviors of Baldur's Gate.
Das sind wir wohl.
Well, soldier. Here we are.
Warte, sag mir eins, während das Portal auf ist, bin ich immer noch in der Friendzone.
It worked. My engines calmed down.
My engine is starting.
I shouldn't have let you come here. This isn't going to be easy, you know. Zariel's going to come at us with everything she's got. Gods. Like clockwork. They'll be on us soon. But there's just enough time. Thought I was done with these. But then, there was you.
Jetzt nehme ich so einen Zug und dann voll so ein
Hips are
Babyhusten.
fast, but careless. Don't let them tire you out. Just get rid of them. And don't forget. You asked for this. Better let these fuckers know I'm back. And this time, I'm not alone.
Epic! Sehen wir dein Ende auch noch? Zumal es so aussah, als könnte ich jetzt hier gleich spielen.
When the invitation came, you were hip deep in Lemur's slime, swarmed by hell wasps, and about to drive the killing blow on a magma claw. Cutting through the dreadful buzz of the wasps and the screams of the damned, a familiar, comforting
Fuck yeah,
voice
sehen wir cool
echoed
aus.
in your mind.
Ich habe nur einen schwarzen
With this,
Bildschirm.
he requested your attendance
Kannst du
in
nicht L2
Beirut
drücken
to
und...
gather with your friends and allies, those who stood against the Absolute at your side. A reprieve from the blood war. A few hours of
Kannst du
respite
zugucken?
with the stars
Jetzt sehe
above
ich's.
and good company to
Ja, wir sind
cheer
einfach
you.
aus dem Portal
Climax
gekommen.
heart can take the strain of leaving Avernus for a few short hours, but it might burst with joy to see those friends again.
Ja, gerade er als Erster.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight fate renews thy bond once more.
Also
Thou
Orgie.
shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a
Elsin,
great
ist ja schon ein Bär.
weapon wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once
Hast du aber
more.
auch jetzt die Cutscene mit mir und Karlach in der Hölle gesehen, oder
Ja, doch, die habe ich gesehen.
die hast du gesehen?
Material plane.
There you are. Keeping us all on tenterhooks so you could make a dramatic entrance, is it?
Wie geht's dir?
Starting to wonder if you'd show up.
Fünf ist geil. Natürlich, er kommt doch wohl kaum ohne mich zurecht.
You can say that with a straight face after all the times I had to come to your aid. Oh, come here, will you? It's been forever. You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it.
Das nehme ich als Kompliment. Gut seht ihr aus.
I suppose I do, don't I? It's good to see you again. Even if only for a short while.
Scheiß auf dich, ihr müsst euch fragen, was ich seither wohl getrieben habe.
Must I? You presume a great deal. I'm joking. Of course I want to know. Tell me all.
Wie höflich von euch zu fragen, wo ich doch nach Schwefel stinken muss. Ich schlage mit Karlach meine Breschen, durch Avernus.
I'm glad you two have each other. Hells, I'd be almost tempted to come along if you'd have me. Perhaps if your adventures ever lead you out of Avernus permanently. Hopefully these meetups will become a regular occurrence. It's not that I miss the tadpoles, but at least it brought us together. Now we've got to make the extra effort ourselves.
Erzählt mir, was ihr so getrieben habt.
Wandering, mostly. The adventuring life is almost a tonic when you're not constantly threatened by brain monsters and cultists. I can finally see the world beyond the cloister.
Klingt, als würdet ihr euch anständig behandeln.
I like to think so. Choosing my own path is still something of a novelty for me, but at least I'm free to make my own mistakes. One of my first stops was the House of the Moon in Waterdeep. It's the largest temple of Selûne in existence. It seemed like the perfect spot to reflect on my parents, on where they came from. And where I came from too, I suppose. Hard to imagine, isn't it? Me, of all people, in the lair of the Moon Witch herself. God, your truest act of heroism was putting up with all that char and drivel I was spouting for so long.
Ich hab dich dafür oft genug nackt gesehen. Ihr habt recht, ich war überaus heldenhaft.
And oh so modest.
Was habt ihr sonst noch so getrieben?
Well, I've had run-ins with my former fellow Sharans on a couple of occasions. Word seems to have spread of what happened at the cloister. Now other chapters of Shar worshippers see me as a prime target to offer up to their lady as a sacrifice. Don't worry. I know their tired old tricks better than anyone. They'll need more than a hooded cloak and poison blade to best me. Especially when I have a friend on the inside keeping me abreast of their predictable little plans.
Freundin in euch? Ihr meint Nachtschatten?
None other. The matter of her faith and allegiances remains complicated, let's say. But she is still my oldest friend. I have hopes that perhaps she might turn from Shar entirely given time. But that's a decision she will have to make for herself. If that day comes, I'll be ready.
Was habt ihr jetzt vor?
I don't know. Which is just the way I like it just now. Perhaps I'll just stick a pin in a map and see what I find, or head to the docks in the morning and scrounge a berth to find somewhere new. I'd like to see the islands, maybe, or head south to Arm. I heard there's an enclave of werecats that hunt the followers of dark gods by moonlight. I'd love to see if there's any truth to that. But enough about me. What have you been up to? Don't be a stranger.
Oh, ich glaube, für eine Konversation haben wir noch Zeit in dieser Folge. Mit wem willst du reden?
Nur wenn Shahira hier schon mal so steht.
Wer
Hallo?
spielt denn da Musik für uns?
Well, now. You can make yourself presentable when you have a mind to.
Immer einer von uns.
Oh, forgive me. I am simply excitable. It is good to be out under an open sky once more. My first, since the reconstruction began. We left quite a mess behind. But the city begins to look something like itself once more. Same twisting alleys for purse pickers. Same wooden buildings ready to get burnt by next year's dragon. Same cisterns overflowing. Huh.
Ich habe gehört, dass die Oberstadt hoffnungslos zerstört wurde.
The upper city has been almost entirely rebuilt. That's where the gold is. Even the builder's scaffolds are cleared from the streets. No dust left to sneeze at. Baldurians simply get on with it. Stubbornness, civic spirit, plain stupidity. Perhaps all three. But nothing I will sniff at any longer. Harpers have come from half the world over to lend aid. Farmers, masons, healers. My own son, Jord, has been wooed to their ranks. Already he plans crop cycles in Worm's Crossing. Not so for my daughter. Ryan's rejoined the Flaming Fist. Temporarily, you understand. To organize the craftsmen. Though she spends more time locking up comrades for pocketing aid funds. They might learn a thing or two, if they don't expel her. Again.
Alles gut und schön, aber was mit euch? Ich will wissen, was ihr getrieben habt.
There is still much to do. People to house. A Harper network to rebuild. I may have little love for this city, but so long as my family chooses to serve it, I can do no less.
Es tut mir leid, dass ihr so viel Arbeit hattet, aber es gibt keinen besseren, der sie tun könnte.
The songs of my suffering will break hearts from here to the Hordlands, I am sure. Now, before this night grows any deeper, I must inspect the refreshments. You'll never know. Some ne'er-do-well might have tampered with the wine.
Withers has a keen eye for a nice vintage.
Tatsächlich ging das doch schnell mit ihr. Wer zum Teufel ist Millil? Mit wem will ich reden?
Ja, wenn noch ein kurzes Gespräch ist hier mit Volo vielleicht. Den alten Keck. Mit der Katze.
Well, there he is. Gale in all his glory. I hope you're happy, the god of ambition. Have you ever heard anything more ridiculous?
Wer hat euch denn das Bier versalzen?
Carsus himself. He and his bloody crown. And you, for that matter. The Gale I knew wasn't like this. He recognized his mistakes. He was contrite. All he wanted to do was live. Unfortunately, he fell into company that turned his gaze toward foolishness. Yes, I mean you.
Gib mir nicht die Schuld für Gales Dummheit.
But it would make everything so much easier. I know there's nothing you could have done to stop him. Not really. Once he'd decided to learn nothing from his mistakes, what use were either of our protests? Perhaps you'd be willing to come meet Gale's mother sometime? She misses him so. And I know it would do her heart a world of good to discuss her son with someone who knew him as he was.
Boah, Alter, Gale ist mir so scheißegal eigentlich. Ich würde ja gerne, aber nach diesem Abend verlasse ich Faerûn.
Well, if you ever come back, do look us up in Waterdeep. Surname Dakarios. I'd enjoy the chance to reminisce about the good man we knew. Enjoy your party, dear. I've heard you quite deserve a celebration.
Natürlich.
Er ist Gott geworden. So ein geiler
Willst du
Typ.
mit dem größenwahnsinnigen Gott reden?
Ja, komm.
Aha! There you are, my mortal friend.
Psionic projection is holding.
Goodness. Was Faerûn always so dull? Still, at least the company was worth the trip, if not the view.
Eure Magie fühlt sich anders an, ursprünglicher. Ist hier Karsus Macht am Werke?
Not to be overly pedantic, but they are my powers now.
I imagine you're wondering how all this came to be. The finer points of divine ascension are beyond mortal comprehension, I'm afraid, but I can provide a rudimentary sequence of events. First, I retrieved the crown of Karsus and reforged it using a series of precise and highly complex Netherese incantations. Then, I used it. As you know, the orb within me was the half-formed Karsite Weaver. Magic left incomplete by Karsus' self-destruction. I finished it. Using the crown of Karsus, I turned it into a new form of magic, fused with my being, driven by my purpose. And then I put it to work. As expected, Mystra was unwilling to hand over the reins of the weave, so I've claimed dominion over another area which I've passing familiarity. Ambition.
Wenn das euer Kriterium für eure Domäne war, solltet ihr eher der Gott des Beuteverschwendens sein.
Mortals and their jokes. I did think to bless the heavens with my own inimitable wit, but, alas, most gods are rather devoid of humor. Great as the heights I've reached thus far may be, I've not forgotten my humble origins. In fact, they're central to my doctrine. Those drawn to the Galarian Creed merely seek my guidance as the impressive, all-powerful being I've become.
Ambition is about beginnings. It's not just about the heights, but the lows that preceded them.
I was nothing. A drifting dust mote of a wizard, abandoned by my goddess, my powers lost, my reputation destroyed.
And look at me now. I'm their proof.
Proof their hopes are not barren wastes, but the loamy soil in which their future achievements will flourish. Proof that with ambition, anything is possible.
Eure Gälsche Magie klingt faszinierend. Kann ich sie genauso wirken wie das Gewebe?
Ao would prefer to let the cosmic dust settle from my unexpected ascension before considering my right to grant my followers such power. I'm sure it'll come around in a millennium or so. And by then, my creed will be something to reckon with. There are already several shrines in my honor scattered across the outer reaches of Thay, and rumors of a very prominent temple under construction in Arm. This is only the beginning.
Tja, wie soll ich sagen, Gale? Ich bin beeindruckt.
I thought you would be. Now, divine as my company undoubtedly is, I have an eternity to catch up with you. A luxury few others at this party possess. Don't let me deprive them of your company. Or mine, for that matter. It's not every day a newborn god shows up to the reunion.
Gott, du eingebildetes Stück Scheiße.
Ja, das ist richtig eigentlich mit der Bastard, aber finde ich den cool.
I learned much under these very skies.
Ich knie nieder. Der Göttlichkeit.
Ich kann Ring des Flimmerns von der Katze klauen. Und ihm seine Unterhose. Hier. So, jetzt bist du ein Gott ohne Unterhose. Du Lachsnacken.
Really? A most welcome sight.
Ist ich oder...
Ja, ich rede mit der Astralprojektion.
Ja, du bist ja selber eine.
For 2 months we trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more we skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet we traveled through Limbo. It's taken a dozen Gish's talents and a few stolen psi crystals, and 2 10 days of effort to conjure our projections here. Worth every one of those days and every drop of their sweat. Right here, right now.
Echt jetzt? Wirst du sentimental?
I'd sooner be. Enjoy your night, chatter away. For tomorrow, we face Zereth Minyaragith.
Zereth Menya-Agith. And well you know the name. The immortal god king of the Githzerai, and the ruler of their capital.
Wirst du ihm einen Speer ins Gesicht werfen, dem zeigen, dass er blutet kann?
Was sind denn die Githzerai?
Ein anderer Tribe halt. Oh Gott, ich höre...
Ja,
Bu.
ich auch.
Ich höre Bu irgendwo hier.
Eine Allianz mit den Githzerai? Unglaublich. Ob die Giths sich wieder unter einem Himmel einen können?
You might as well ask if the stars will ever snuff out or Avernus freeze over. A consideration for the far future. For now, I don't want the Githzerai to fight for us, just with us. Minyaragith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that we must meet him. He is also a near deity. Should the Githzerai join us, we could topple the City of Death in a red dragon's blink. Trust me, my blade is keen as ever. But it was here, in Faerun, where I learned a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. And if Minyaragith refuses, we carry on. Gravity pulls us in but one direction. I am the comet. We will blaze forth until we burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. And when the comet has risen, the Githyanki will be free. Free to act, free to speak. Through us, they will feel the embrace of Mother Gith.
Ich frage mich, ob sie zu mir was anderes sagt.
Hellswalker returns. For 2 months, I trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more, I never imagined we'd be standing toe-to-toe on this day, in this place. Nothing but allies, I always told myself. A necessary partnership. But in spite of every strained word, every barbed glance, seeing you brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head.
Ich dachte, die Lichtkönigin wäre mittlerweile tot. Warum die Verzögerung?
We've spilled blood, gained a foothold in the astral, but still we need allies. And one beyond reckoning has made itself known. Zerith Minyaragith. No need to pretend. I know the word means little to you. Shraktalor is the capital of the Githzerai, an exiled people.
Natürlich.
With mine until the madness of
Mit dem auch
civil
schon Bier
war
getrunken.
ripped out one sky into 2. Algish sent word of the rebellion to their god king Zerith Minyaragith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley. It's fallen to me to secure an alliance.
Moment, die große Kriegerin Lizelle auf diplomatischer Mission?
Exactly the reaction I expected. My blade is keen as ever. But it was you who showed me that a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge. Sometimes, a sincere plea is more persuasive than a dagger against the neck. Minyaragith is an ascetic. He reached out in good faith. This is his way. It is in this spirit that I must meet him. And if he refuses, I carry him. I am the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces. My people will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm.
Wann sehen wir uns wieder?
Soon. When the comet has risen. When the Lich Queen has crumbled to dust. I miss this place. More to the point, I miss you. I wouldn't even deny it with Vlaakith's vorpal blade at my neck. Though, I'd rather it not come to that. Now go. Mingle a bit. That's the word, right? Mingle. I'll be back one day. The Overgod himself couldn't keep me away.
Von drüben, gell? Redet ihr über mich? You're talking about me. I'm the God. Ja, okay, das war's jetzt also erstmal. Ja, nicken, als ob ich wüsste, was er meint. Ja, klar. Habe ich von gehört. Bin ich mal gespannt in der nächsten Folge, was wir noch so für Geschichten kriegen, und ich denke, dann sehen wir endlich mal einen Abspann.